Hi everyone, my name is Manny and welcome to another video. Today we are working on a very quick project. Doesn't take too long, too much effort, but it could be a profitable project if you have a laser engraving business or just something to make for your home. So it's gardening season and a lot of people are gardening out there, planting their vegetables. So today we are going to laser cut and engrave garden markers. So gardening markers on 3 millimeter basswood. So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to go to a website called Created Fabrica. Let me turn my camera off. Um, so I go to this website for a lot of things. And if you type garden markers, the website will give you tons of designs. So to filter all the thousands of designs, I go to laser cutting and it will give you all the cutting files. So now there's several designs that you can choose from, but I have chosen a file already, and this is the file. So it has just the most common vegetables: carrots, broccoli, cucumbers. I don't know about garlic. I don't know if anybody's planting garlic, pumpkins, basil, avocados, oreganos. There's just several. And then you have the little box, that the storage box for all your markers. Now these are made out of basswood, so are they going to last you a long time? Maybe, if you spray them with paint or anything like that. But this video is just related to cutting the marker and engraving the vegetable you are going to plant. This box here is just to store it for storage when it's not a gardening season. So, but it's also important to understand the size of these holes right here. If you look on the right, these are supposed to snap together. You are engraving, or you are cutting on 3 millimeter basswood, so you want to make sure this box right here is at least 3 millimeters. So let me show you what I'm doing here. I'm now using Lightburn, and this file, or in this design, there is two files. Okay, so going to Lightburn, if you go to the cuts and layer tabs, you see the blue file on the layer is 01, and the red file, which is the cut file, is layer 02. So the engraving file, or the engraving layer, is at 01. So before I start engraving, I'm going to turn my laser on. We want to engrave is the blue lines. So I'm going to set my speed at 10,000. And the speed settings and the power settings are different for everybody depending on the laser you're using. I'm using the Creality Falcon 2, very powerful laser. So I'm going to just put 85%. And I'm going to, was it fill or line? I think I'm going to do line. I don't want this filled. I'm not cutting, so it's going to go really fast. In fact, I maybe need to go faster. Why do I say that? Because the slower you engrave, the power is going to be more intensified, or the intensity of the laser is going to be greater, because the laser is going slower, so it's going to cut. But if it goes faster at a lower power, it's just going to engrave. So the blue lines are 10,300 and 85% power, and the mode is line. And then the cut file, however, which is the red file, I want this to go as slow as possible so we can cut in one pass. And this is part of getting to know your laser. So I'm going to put my speed at 400, that's very slow, and my power at 100% in constant mode. So that's this laser is very powerful, so I know it's going to cut in one pass. And the speed, I've tested the different speeds before, so I think this is the right speed. So I'm gonna press OK. Now, do you need to frame? So now let me turn my other camera on so you can look at the laser. Do you need to frame? Yes and no. You want the file to cover as much area as possible, but you're cutting, so you don't have to center anything. However, you want to use as much material as you want, so or as you can. So I'm going to go ahead and frame and see what it looks like. This may be too big, it may be too small. I think that's the perfect size. I try to cover as much area as possible. And right now the width is 6 inches. Could it be bigger? Yes. Or wider? Yes. Maybe I need to do that. Just a little bit. But the height is the important piece. I cannot go above 15 inches because it will go out of bounds and it will go outside the working area. So we will frame one more time. A lot bigger. I'm going to go ahead and engrave, and let's see what happens on here. All right, let's see what we got going on over here. So just to make sure that everything was cut correctly, we're just going to go ahead and lift the rest of the sheet. There's the one still hanging on. Okay, and this is the leftover. You could use this part for another project, for something smaller, but this is the outcome. Could you engrave this darker? Yes, you can, but right now it does the work. Sage, what else you got here? Potatoes, and of course the rest of them. I'm looking at the box here, and I don't think this is going to work out. Let's see. Affected. This file is going to have to be done in a separate sheet on a bigger scale because the thickness of the wood doesn't fit in this hole right here. This is why I said earlier in the video to make sure you check your size for this hole. Can you force it in there? Yeah, but it's just gonna break it. I mean, yeah. So again, the box right here is going to have to be or laser cut on a separate file. However, these turn out really well. The idea is to marker next to the vegetable you are planting, which we are going to do in our garden. So here's some avocado, but I don't think you can plant an avocado tree on a regular garden. So you can put this on the ground next to the tree, but this is usually not something that you plant in a garden on a regular season. Cucumbers, absolutely, definitely, this is very popular. I know we're growing them right now, so we will put this marker next to it. What can you do with this? You can use them for your garden, or you can sell them. You could, depending on your sales strategy. How much would I put on this? With the box done correctly, I will say $10, maybe 15, depending on your sales strategy and where you are. But this is a nice little project, really fast, useful for your house, your garden, or as a gift. It can be done for anything. So anyways, please let me know what you think in the comments. Always don't forget to like and subscribe, or consider liking and subscribing to support the channel. And I hope this gives you another idea on what to do for your business, or just for fun, or to improve your garden. So let me know what you think in the comments. Appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one.